Okay, so here we are at Rimpau. We've just installed a clean out under the house and extended it where the gas meter is, where there is a crawl space. This was the best place to get access to the line without doing as much damage. We have run the camera all the way to 116 feet, which leads us out into the street, but not all the way to the city sewer. Because of the amount of turns, the distance, and the material of the pipe being cast iron and porous and rough, we are not able to go any further than this. The pipe looks like it's good. I don't see any major trees in the area that would cause any roots to grow in this area. I do see the water flowing very well. It would be my recommendation to install a clean out at around 100 feet. Down the line. That way we would be able to see the rest of the pipe. May not be necessary if you're okay with what we see, but that would be my recommendation so we could see all the way to the city connection, because that is the most expensive thing to fix. So what I'm going to do now is take a video, and then I'm going to go locate where the spot should be where I do recommend a clean out. So as you can see, this pipe here is cement pipe. See how it's a little rough on the bottom? That's a pipe that's quite old. The city doesn't, actually it looks like it might be clay on the top there. This is just some sediment here. So yeah, it looks like you have a clay pipe here. And as we pull it back from the street, this is a 6-inch pipe, and we're looking at every seam to make sure that they're lined up and there are no roots, no cracks, no separations. So as we pull it back, there's a little cement buildup on when they installed the pipe, but that has been there since day one, and is not a problem. So as we're pulling it back towards the property line, at that point the pipe will reduce in size to a 4-inch pipe, clay. So it does look like this 4x6, that is a cement pipe. You can see the difference of material. So the cement pipe is no longer being used by the city because of its brittleness, but as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. My recommendation is if we were to do work at this 4x6 to epoxy line that pipe just so it can last another 100 years. But I see no problems with it at this time. So as we're pulling it back through this 4-inch clay pipe, once again I'm looking at each seam here to make sure that we've got no build-up roots, nothing that's going to obstruct the flow of water or paper. From what I can tell, nobody has ever worked on this line. We don't see a clean out that will allow them to clean it. Now that we have one, there could be, but so this pipe is original to the house, probably 70 to 90 years old, is at the end of its life, but it is in good condition. I don't see much pore. It's not very rough. It looks smooth. The clay pipe is a natural pipe, so it does not corrode in time underground. So that is that's a good thing, and I don't see any major issues with it at this time. So as we're pulling it back across the front yard, because the sewer line does tie in on the opposite side of the house, we are going to hit a spot where it goes from, might be a little root there, but I don't think that's anything. It's not causing any obstruction of the flow. That might be something that might need to be maintained in the future, but at this time it's really, really minor. As I was saying, as I pull it back from the clay pipe, the pipe will then connect to a cast iron pipe, which then goes under the footing of the house and under the house. And that pipe also is original. We did cut a section of that out in order to install this clean out, and the pipe was quite brittle. Another small spot that might need to be maintained in the future. Very, very small roots. Once again, not obstructing the flow. you might need to maintain it once every year to 5 years if this becomes an issue. So we're going to getting closer to where it turns to cast iron right here. You can see that there's a little water in the line. That's telling me that the pipe is a little bit level, and there is some water settled in the pipe. It's probably been that way since the day it was installed. Water is flowing by. I don't see a large amount of sediment or anything that's causing problems. So here, this is where the pipe turns from cast iron to clay. As you can see, the cast iron pipe is very rough. It's porous. It's got a lot of buildup of metal rust. This is something that is original to the house and quite old and brittle, but it is in working condition. You can see that the bottom of the pipe is also on the flat side. You can see it's not completely rounded. That's just a lot of buildup over the years of sediment. So because it's so rough, paper products, things that are not biodegradable like wipes, tampons, paper towels, dental floss, condoms, can get caught on this rough pipe, which would then build up and cause a stoppage. We prefer a newer plastic ABS pipe, which is more like a water slide that allows the sewage to flow freely. There are things we could do to improve this in time if it becomes an issue. Once again, a little bit of water settled at the bottom of the pipe, and then this is where we installed our new cleanout, where the pipe does change from cast iron to a newer ABS pipe, which is this plastic pipe. It's only a few feet of it that we replaced in order to install the cleanout. Right now the cleanout is being installed as we speak. It is under the house here. You can see where we connected it to there, connected to there, and connected to the cast iron going under this this cement wall. Then extends under the house and then to outside. We have not extended the cleanout up near this gas meter yet. We intend to do that before we leave. That's it for now. All right, so let me find